would your proposed ordinance require employers to do?
The earned sick and safe paid leave is basically paid time off. And there's a draft ordinance that looks at numbers after a certain amount of time that an employee has worked with a certain employer. They have access to paid time off. And basically it's mostly paid sick time off. And that looks anywhere between 3 to 5 paid days during a fiscal year, and it requires every city employer in the city of Tucson, with exceptions and carve-outs. Businesses above, the draft language looks at businesses above 10 employees, but there is a proposed my motion today actually looked at all of the statistics, presented a draft ordinance, and gave direction to the city manager to have stakeholder meetings with the Healthy Families, Healthy Workplaces Coalition and with business owners, so that we can come to some sort of consensus, as much as we can get there, that will work for everyone, working families and the working poor, and the businesses in the city of Tucson.
Would this hurt Tucson's economy?
Absolutely not. There are statistics that actually prove otherwise, that actually there's less absenteeism, that there's more people that are loyal to the employer, that really actually saves employers money in terms of training. It retains employees. Employers spend a lot of money in turnover, especially in restaurants and other service-oriented fields. So having this type of policy creates a lot of loyalty from employees.
And how does it help employees?
For employees, first and foremost, it keeps the workplaces healthy, okay? Because a lot of people go to work sick and get their employees, their coworkers sick. So for employees, they're going to be able to either stay at home themselves because they're sick, or take care of their child if they're sick. Also, the safe days component of it is if there's victims of domestic violence that need to attend a doctor's appointment, or have to go to court, or have to work on their safety issues. It helps them too. So it really helps working families not have to choose between going to work sick or leaving their child at home sick and not making that money from that particular day that they miss.
What will happen next?
What will happen next is that the city manager is going to create a stakeholder group, include everyone that wants to be included in the conversation. The coalition, the Healthy Families Coalition, and business owners, and come together and kind of sit and say, how are we going to make this work? And hopefully there's going to be the opportunity to have a good, productive conversation, not just get together to try and kill this, but try to make it work. Hopefully employers will see the value of having these types of ordinances and practices for their employees as something valuable and investment not only in them and the community, and they will come to a conclusion that this is actually something that's very good for them and very good for the community and good for their employees. So hopefully, I know that there was some concern about the date, bringing it back. But we'll give it some time, as much time as it needs to bring something good to the table.
And what are a few of the other cities that have a law like the one you're proposing?
Philadelphia, Pennsylvania is one. Connecticut, the state of Connecticut just enacted something similar. California, San Francisco, California, San Diego, LA. There's also Portland, Seattle, and other cities that have enacted these types of laws within their cities. And actually, as a matter of fact, I believe Seattle has seen employee productivity go up in the time that they've passed this law.